Okay guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today we're going to talk about Asthenosphere. It's about geology, the earth, and stuff like that. Obviously you can see. But before we really get into it, I'd like to see what the experts say first.
When you learned about the inside of the Earth, you might have learned that it's made of nice, smooth layers: the crust, the upper mantle, the lower mantle, and so on. But the more we discover, the more we find out that that's anything but true. Like, scientists have found a whole mountain range between the upper and lower mantle, and these mountains might be the key to one of the biggest mysteries in geology: the case of Earth's missing elements. Compared to meteorites and other nearby objects in our solar system, Earth seems to have lower amounts of certain elements, like silicon. Which is weird because, based on what we know about how the solar system formed, these objects should have come from the same disk of material. So geologists have been trying to figure out literally where on Earth those elements are hiding. The lower mantle was a prime suspect because it and the core beneath it are the only big places we haven't been able to look. The problem is the lower mantle begins 660 kilometers underground, way too deep to just drill down to it.
The asthenosphere is the highly viscous, mechanically weak, and ductily deforming region of the upper mantle of the Earth.
It lies below the lithosphere, at depths between approximately 80 and 200 kilometers 50 and 120 miles below the surface.
The upper part of the asthenosphere is believed to be the zone upon which the great rigid and brittle lithospheric plates of the Earth's crust move about.
Due to the temperature and pressure conditions in the asthenosphere, rock becomes ductile, moving at rates of deformation measured in centimeter per year over lineal distances, eventually measuring thousands of kilometers. In this way, it flows like a convection current, radiating heat outward from the Earth's interior.
Above the asthenosphere, at the same rate of deformation, rock behaves elastically and, being brittle, can break, causing faults. The rigid lithosphere is thought to float or move about on the slowly flowing asthenosphere, allowing the movement of tectonic plates.
So guys, the rigid lithosphere literally floats above the semi-molten asthenosphere. The melting starts at the depths where the large mountains have roots. However, this was portrayed in the Quran 1400 years ago before it was discovered. Okay, let's read this. Quran 79:32. And the mountains he anchored. So Arsaha means anchored. Today we know why the Quran used the weird word used for ships floating on water, because the mountains and rigid, this photosphere, literally float above the semi-molten asthenosphere. At the outer core, the temperature is so high that everything is liquid. The inner core is solid. How could a literate man who lived 1400 years ago have known that mountains float above a liquid?